National Science Foundation, from its very beginning, when it was founded back in 1950, was charged with research for the national good, for national security, and for enhancing the quality of life.
The National Science Foundation started exploring the engagement of veterans in science and engineering about 2009 when the GI Bill came into being. So we funded a few pilot grants to universities to explore how to engage veterans, do an assessment of their skill sets that they acquired in the military, and map them into engineering disciplines in particular.
Human Engineering Research Laboratories are a joint effort of the University of Pittsburgh and the Department of Veterans Affairs, and they're a partner in the Quality of Life Technology Center with Carnegie Mellon University. The main goal of our research is really to promote full participation of people with disabilities, including veterans with disabilities. And how we try to achieve that is by creating, applying, evaluating new technologies. We're actually working on the science to bring robots where they actually work and touch people and work in collaboration with people. Probably the biggest breakthrough we've made in the robotics domain is getting robots to work in close proximity, actually intimately in contact with humans.
When we say robots working with people, a typical image that comes to mind perhaps is a robot in a factory welding a part together with a person, which is really useful for industrial applications. But a somewhat different paradigm of collaboration, of working together with a person, is a rehabilitation robot. So imagine someone with high spinal cord injury that has very limited mobility in their arms, but they sit in a wheelchair and have, for example, a robot arm that can actually help them in their day-to-day tasks. As part of our research, we're looking at, can the robot, as the user is operating it, as the user is using its power wheelchair joystick, for example, to operate a wheelchair arm, can the robot predict what the user actually wants to do, and then use its autonomous intelligence to make this task happen?
Elevate is experiential learning for veterans in assistive technology and engineering, and its whole purpose is to attract veterans to study in the STEM fields, primarily engineering, through using quality of life technology as a magnet.
We realized that veterans were particularly interested in doing research in this field because it gave them an opportunity to give back to their peers, their particular cohort in the military. Many of the veteran participants that we've had in the program have had disabilities themselves, so they've been able to develop products that ultimately they themselves would benefit from, or a friend or a family member.
Once I retired from the Marine Corps, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, and it kind of refined my focus and my dedication towards what I really wanted to do and what I was passionate about. I think that this program's already setting us an example and a benchmark that everybody should follow. It's very supportive of its veterans, it's reintegrating them back into the community, and it's helping them to integrate into academia. After they've been so far removed from the military, they are certainly non-traditional students. Programs like this help you integrate in, both academically and socially. So I think programs like this will be the inner strength for trying to get veterans not only back into school, but into a field where they can support their fellow veterans.
I think one of the great things that we've done to work with NSF is I think we've brought the idea of having veterans and people with disabilities pursue STEM careers, particularly in engineering. NSF has really been a partner in that, encouraging the other ERCs to do that. And now some of the other training programs like the IGER and the RU programs to have a greater emphasis on including students with disabilities. And one of the models that we use is that we're trying to reflect what society should look like. So you have women and different ethnic origins, people with disabilities and people without disabilities all working together.
These qualifications, these experiences that veterans have, we see as a real plus for engineering and science. So it's a dual thing of wanting to give veterans an opportunity to pursue a degree that has the lowest unemployment and the highest starting salaries, plus for the field of engineering to gain their expertise and experience.